Hey there, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Tim Pham. Well, it was a beautiful sunny day up in North Idaho, a perfect day to be outdoors. KREM 2's Morgan Trow spent the day learning how skiers felt about 2 opening weekends for one historic ski resort. And this was Morgan's first time on a snowy mountain. She tells us how it went.
Yeah, Tim, it truly is magical up here. Growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, we did not have mountains like this, so I never got the chance to learn how to ski. But regardless if you are a season pass holder waiting for the lift up or a newbie needing one-on-one help like me, Schweitzer Mountain Resort has added numerous COVID-19 safety regulations to help everyone feel comfortable. 2 opening weekends are in the books for the largest ski resort in both Idaho and Washington.
It's been nice to be able to kind of get a glimpse of what our normal reality used to be.
Luke Snyders and his friends consider themselves Schweitzer Mountain Resort pros, having skied there for more than a decade. So this is the first time they had to step back and learn some new tricks. And although it may not seem like plunging down the mountain by yourself would require COVID-19 safety precautions, the resort has issued necessary guidelines for the activities leading up to the drop.
I actually like how restrictive they've been, or not restrictive, but how much they've implemented the mask mandate, standing in line, just because nobody wants this place to get shut down.
Skiers must wear a mask when they are inside any facility, in the lift lines, or when they are unable to socially distance from others in the village. Schweitzer's marketing director, Sean Myris, says if someone is deliberately breaking these rules, they will be asked to leave.
You know, I'd like to tell people it's no different than when you come to my home and I ask you to take your shoes off. We just ask you to follow our rules while you're here at Schweitzer.
So far, only season pass holders have been able to hit the slopes. Myris says this has a lot to do with capacity regulations.
As soon as we can open up more terrain, we hope to change that and allow more and more people to come on the mountain as capacity constraints change.
That's why I don't mind wearing a mask at the bottom, is because I don't want to lose this.
But if you don't have or don't want to buy a season pass, you are in luck. Lift tickets will be available to the public starting Monday, November 30th, but only for midweek skiing. Reporting at Schweitzer, Morgan Trow, KREM 2 News.
Looks like a lot of fun, Morgan. Thanks so much. Well, with the pandemic, more beginners are hitting the trails more than ever before. It's why search and rescue volunteers are bracing for what's to come this winter.
We're very concerned. Someone who is a new recreationalist may be completely unaware that they're entering avalanche territory. Well,
the trails we have enjoyed in the summertime come winter become more dangerous because of the high risk for avalanches.
I'm always surprised at when we go out and do public education and awareness stuff, how few people know what a beacon, shovel, and a probe are.
Well, these 3 tools, a beacon, a shovel, and a probe, help find your partner after an avalanche happens. And you should never go into avalanche territory without them or without knowing how to use them. Outdoor experts say to avoid dangerous spots in the wintertime. One great resource is the Washington Trails Association. Aside from finding great hikes in our area, you can also find some important winter safety tips. Well, here you can also check on avalanche conditions on local mountains. And then if you click around, you can also find the danger scale for mountains in the inland Northwest. You can also stay up to date with road conditions, mountain passes, and even guides to find the best low-risk routes. On that note, let's turn to weather now as snow is set to make its return to the inland Northwest. Meteorologist Michelle Boss joins us now. Michelle, when is the snow set to arrive?
It's going to be arriving tomorrow morning, and depending where you are in the state, it could be affecting your morning commute. So let's time it out. I'm thinking that for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, it's going to come late enough that most folks heading out the door early are not going to be affected. But here's a look at Future Tracker, and let's time this out. We are going to look at clear skies throughout much of the evening and overnight hours, but by 7 o'clock in the morning, the snow started to work its way in central Washington from Omak down through around Moses Lake with temperatures below freezing. You could see some slippery roads for your morning commute if you're headed out early, but it looks like like any of this rain or snow is going to hold off until after 8 o'clock and probably closer to 9 in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas. So you could probably get to where you need to go first thing in the morning and not have to really worry about it later in the morning. So we are going to see that rain and snow in our region from about 9 to about noon as we kind of push Future Tracker through the noon hour, and it's going to be more rain showers as we get into the afternoon. So you won't have to worry about any shoveling. It's going to be a quick moving system, and temperatures will be above freezing by tomorrow afternoon. So any of the light accumulations we pick up will easily melt off. Right now, things are pretty quiet out there after a beautiful holiday weekend. We've got clear skies for the most part. Sorry, Omak, you guys were kind of socked in the low clouds for most of the day today, but the rest of us saw sunshine. 35 right now in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene. We will see temperatures heading below freezing before midnight tonight. Temperatures currently in the lower 40s in Lewiston. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Beautiful evening with mostly clear skies. Temperatures down at the upper 20s by 11 o'clock tonight. And again, we'll be below freezing as you head out the door tomorrow morning. Rain and snow for your morning. More rain showers by the afternoon and windy. High temperatures in the lower 40s. And then we'll see the beginning of a pretty long dry streak. Partly cloudy skies and patchy fog for Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs in the middle and upper 30s.
We have to be careful now because there almost certainly is going to be an uptick because of what has happened with the travel.
The nation's top infectious disease expert reminds travelers that it's not too late to help stop the spread by wearing masks as they head back home. Today could be the busiest travel day in the country since the start of the pandemic. In the meantime, health officials in rural communities in Washington state are worried that Thanksgiving gatherings could take the COVID-19 pandemic from bad to worse. In recent weeks, Spokane County saw a surge mirroring trends seen statewide. Ferry, Stevens, and Pend Oreille counties are also reporting a record number of cases, and most of those cases are being tracked back to people in Spokane. In the meantime, the state is hiring 350 more contact tracers and investigators to help meet the demand with surging cases.